So hopefully from the title of this video, you can kind of tell what it's going to be about. So we're just going to jump right in. I am priming my eyes with the Makeup Revolution Cut Crease Canvas. I will put the shade name in the description bar below. I'm just going to quickly blend that out with my fingers. Next, we're going to get into this palette. So I'm using that kind of deeper, warm, probably the warmest brown there is in this palette, to be honest, and I'm using that to put it in the crease. One thing I will say about this palette is that the browns are actually pretty neutral. I prefer my browns to be a little bit warmer, but just in case that is something that is of concern, I just thought I would note that. So the next color I'm going to use is the deepest brown shade, and that's kind of why I'm using the shades over here on the right side of the spectrum, is because those two browns are kind of the warmest browns and the ones that show up on my skin tone the best. So those are probably the two shades that will get, two brown transitional shades I would get the most use out of in this palette. So I'm just using that to deepen the crease a little bit with a small detailing brush. I'm not sure where it's from, my bad y'all, but yeah, I'm just kind of detailing in the crease with that darker, again, kind of neutrally purple shade. Hopefully y'all can tell in this close-up. So I actually follow a makeup artist. Her name is Linda Hallberg on Instagram, and she did a video with yellow shadow, and she had noted that yellow shadows pop better when you have a yellow base. So this base is from Kat Von D, a little bit problematic, I know, but it's the only yellow base I have. It's actually supposed to be for your brows, which is kind of an interesting product anyways, to have a yellow shade in. But anyways, this was the yellowest base I had, so I'm trying to kind of cut the crease with it. It dries a little bit fast, so I was having a little bit trouble working with it and keeping it kind of the same on both sides. But after kind of cutting the crease with that yellow base, I'm taking the yellow kind of like trophy wife-ish shimmers and mixing them together, and I'm just placing that in the center of the eye and kind of merging it with the brown on the outer corner. And then I'm gonna go in with that mustard shade. I really like this mustard shade. It's probably my favorite shade and the most unique shade in this entire palette, and I'm placing that towards the inner corner and merging that in with the shimmers. So I'm kind of just going back to kind of blend everything, adding a little bit more brown, adding a little bit more shimmer, and adding a little bit more yellow so that everything just looks more seamless. And yeah, that's really the look that I created. So overall, I think that, oh, before I forget, I'm adding a little bit of zhuzh, a little bit of sparkle in my inner quarter. It's kind of the more golden shade in the palette. And next, I'm actually using a liner from Dose of Colors. This is Dark Roast. It's one of my favorite brown liners because it has a little bit of kind of purple undertones to it, but it is a brown, so it's like, it's not so much of a boring brown to line your eyes with. Especially with darker skin, you should think I couldn't line with brown liner, but this brown liner has changed my life. So this is the finished look. So quick final thoughts. This palette is super neutral, so that's my only thing, is that even though I can use most of the shades, I will probably pair it with another palette, but I do think that the mustard shade alone is kind of worth it, so I'll let y'all be the judge. So thank y'all so much for watching. I know this was a quick one. I will see you in the next video.